There's always been a recognition and an acceptance that there are some certain base principles that are common to all of us. We focus too much on the differences that we have, when actually there's an enormous commonality. I've been politically active since the age of 15, I think it was, and I joined the local Conservative Party. I got myself involved in various campaigns. I then became a local councillor. In 2008, I became elected as a member of the London Assembly. My job here at the Council of Europe, along with all the other representatives from across Europe, is to ensure that human rights, democracy and the rule of law are applied at a local level. After the great humanitarian disaster of the Second World War, the continent's leaders resolved that it should never happen again. The countries got together and established some principles about what makes democracy, what makes human rights. The Council of Europe for a while was just a body of governments and of members of parliament. In the 90s, the Congress was set up because the Council of Europe realised that it was all very well talking about human rights, but unless you applied that with practical measures, that they were just words. And what that Congress has done is it's established a set of principles that all the countries have signed up to, whether or not it be to ensure that minority languages can be used, how to integrate members of ethnic minorities, the position of women in many parts of Europe. We develop policies that the countries can sign up to ensure that those fundamental rights are realised by the citizens of Europe. You know, we hardly ever disagree on the main agendas of the Council of Europe. Human rights are universal, and there is so little difference between the main political parties about the fundamentals, and it makes you realise that we have more in common than we think, and there is more that unites us than divides us.
But even within the Council of Europe, you can see what a lack of human rights actually means. You can see certain minorities being excluded from education. You can see ethnic minorities becoming second-class citizens. Where we identify that, we hold that government to account, because all those governments, all of them, have signed up to the European Convention on Human Rights. And what we do is make sure they stick to their word. Time and time again, it comes down to human rights. You know, without human rights, we're barely human.